let's get to it. I'm going to set you up so you can just go ahead and do your little take that you think is so good. And then I'm going to bring it. I'm letting you know.
I don't have to say I'm the greatest. I just put the stuff out there. You know what I mean?
That one right there made me the greatest player of all time.
Yeah, I'm a hot take specialist. That's what I do.
All right. On that note, the Oklahoma City Thunder marched into Staples Center last night and put a 107-100 beat down on the LeBron James-less Los Angeles Lakers. Paul George, who got booed every time he touched the ball, was otherwise fantastic.
Oh, what a year he's having.
37 points, 4 steals, having a career year by far. Better than the pre-injury Paul George. And he just might. He's not quite there yet. But he could get himself in the MVP conversation
and especially,
later on. I don't think he'd win it, but he could get himself in the conversation.
Especially when you think about how poorly Westbrook is having a shooting slump. They're still winning, right?
Yeah. But I don't think Westbrook's playing horribly. But yeah,
no, but I'm just saying a shooting slump. Right, because he had a triple-double last night. Right.
He's averaging a triple-double.
Right. So I'm just saying, but he's shooting.
Yeah.
What was he last night? 4 for 20?
41%, 3 for 20.
3 for 20 last night. And he needed that layup to help him get to double digits.
Before you start feeling yourself for your take, that was an injury depleted.
Who cares?
Lakers
the
team.
roster's there. You got to just play.
It doesn't matter.
I don't want to hear about that.
LeBron James is out. And then Rajon Rondo is out.
I don't care about all
and
that.
And Kyle Kuzma gets hurt at halftime and doesn't play the second half. None of that matters,
It doesn't matter. You got to play who's on the floor.
But just don't act like it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
How does it not matter?
Because that has nothing to do with whether Paul George could score 37 points.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Because if LeBron
You don't
James
know that.
or Kyle
You don't
Kuzma's
know that. You're
they,
guessing. You
no,
do not know that.
of course we don't know. But
all right.
Don't act like that's not a factor in the outcome of the game.
The bottom line.
You're talking about the best player in the world.
And you already got your panties in a bunch over this take.
I don't wear panties. I wear boxers. Dig it? Dig it? Boxers.
Here's my point. If you're a Laker fan, you had the right to boo Paul George last night. Because he's going to be the reason why the Lakers don't win a championship.
Stop it!
In the LeBron era. And hear me out.
See, if you had stopped at this year,
I'm
with you.
Not this year. And here's the reason why. Hear me out. First of all, the Lakers took him for granted. And let me tell you, people like to be pursued. Women, men, people in general. You want to feel like I'm wanted. And you thought Magic, Rob Pelinka, he's coming. He's been saying for 2 years he's coming. So we're not going to do anything. We'll just, even though there was an offer, a BS offer that they gave the Pacers, they knew that they wouldn't accept. So they said, okay, fine. We'll just hold on to our pieces and we'll wait for him to come. Because, of course, he wants to play for the Lakers. This is one of the all-time great franchises, not in the NBA, in the history of sports in this country. Hold on. Be quiet, Chris Broussard. This is my stage today. And then everybody laughed at OKC. They're dumb. Why would you give up players for him? He's going to the Lakers. He told everybody he's going to the Lakers. Why would you do that? You're dumb. He goes to OKC. He loves Westbrook. He loves the atmosphere. He loves the ribs. He loves everything about that town.
The Ponderosa
Stop
downtown.
it. That's right. With a coupon. He loves it. And then LeBron James comes. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Here's our number 2 player that we need.
Number 2?
Yeah.
What do you mean number 2?
No, I said LeBron, and then they look.
Okay. They think they're getting
Paul George. They're number 2. Okay. Not only is he not interested in coming, he won't even take a meeting with Magic Johnson, one of the all-time great figures in this country, this league, everything. He won't even have a cup of coffee and a sweet roll with Magic. No, thank you, sir. I'm not interested in L.A., the Lakers, King James. I'm not interested in any of that. No, stop. And here's how. So if you have that Paul George that we saw last night and playing his best basketball on this team right now, the Lakers would be in a real contention to run at the Warriors and be a real force in the Western Conference. They're not. It's fraudulent right now. I don't care what their record is. Right now they're on pace to win 42 games. That's what
Stop
they're on
it.
pace for. Stop.
Is that true?
Hold on. Yeah, they're on pace for that. Here's the other part.
I don't think so.
Not only doesn't he not come, so this is what he cost the Lakers and why they won't win a championship. Had he come, they would have been able to keep their young core that they got from those 5 losing seasons, right? The core players. They would have been able to do that. But instead, they couldn't do it. So now, not only did he not come to be LeBron's number 2 guy, now for the Lakers to even get a number 2 guy, they're going to have to make a trade and trade some of those guys, those pieces that they thought they were going to hold on. And then when they go through the 4 years and LeBron doesn't win a championship with this squad, then they won't have those young pieces when LeBron is done. He has officially become the king killer. That is one Paul George. The Lakers will not, N-O-T, win a championship, and Paul George is the reason why.
Are you done? Are you done?
Oh, Rob.
You so proud of yourself for your little take, and you think you did a little research. They're going to have to lose this supporting cast. First of all, there's so much to get into. But let me just say this. Let me give Paul George props for doing what he wanted to do. Do what made you happy. I'm happy for him. And what I like about what he did is he said, you know what? I'm betting on me. I'm betting on me and Russ. I don't have to just go and join the best player in the world.
I love guys
I'm
like
betting
that.
on me and Russ, and I like that. Okay, so that's fine. PG-13 did his thing. However, while on a personal note, he made the right decision for himself to make him happy, from a basketball and a business perspective, he made a mistake. He should have gone to the Los Angeles Lakers, where he could have a great chance to win a championship, if not this year, then certainly next year. He becomes one of the great Lakers. Now, he's not going to be on Magic's level, Kobe, Shaq, Kareem, LeBron, but he would have been a historic Laker along the lines of a Pau Gasol. But he's more colorful. He's a more charismatic, energetic player. His game is more exciting than Pau's, so he would have probably been even more popular than Pau Gasol. So he would have business ventures would have flown his way.
He's a basketball player.
He would have become. He would have had so many other opportunities around the league. He would be being talked about. Like Kevin Garnett told Anthony Davis, when Garnett, he loved Minnesota. He didn't want to leave Minnesota, but he wasn't winning in Minnesota. He wasn't getting even to the playoffs for the most part in Minnesota.
They went to the Western Conference Finals with Flip Saunders.
But for several years after that, they missed the playoffs. When he went grudgingly to the Boston Celtics, he was the talk of the league. Him, Paul Pierce, Ray Allen, they won a championship, and he loved it. It's something about being in the mix every single year. And Paul George, had he come to the Lakers, joined LeBron James, he would have been in the mix every single year. Now, you're not winning a championship.
You don't know that, Chris.
I do know that. I do know that.
You don't know that.
I do.
You don't.
That Oklahoma
You said
City
the 2004 Pistons weren't going to beat the Lakers. You were wrong. You don't know that.
First of all, that was 15 years ago.
I don't care. I don't care. Well, you were wrong on that
was
prediction.
15. How many
I watched you on
predictions you been wrong
TV.
on?
I watched you back then on ESPN make that. You were wrong.
You're going to sit here and tell me that Oklahoma City team that couldn't win a championship with Russell Westbrook and Kevin Durant is going to win one with Paul George and Russell Westbrook?
You have no idea what's going to happen in the Western Conference. You just don't know yet. You don't know if a player's going to join them. But you can't say that they're not going to win. I know one thing.
They're not winning
that the Lakers aren't going to win.
I know they would have. He would have had a better chance. And you gonna sit here and tell me he would not have had a better chance playing with LeBron James to win the championship?
But it tells you all you need to know. He didn't want to play with LeBron, just like most people. That's why I'm telling you they won't win, because they won't be able to get a guy. And I'm telling you again, Chris.
Well, we're going to get into that because you know who they getting.
They're not.
They're going to get Anthony
no, they're
Davis.
Not. And
Go
they're not.
ahead and hate.
Stop it. I'm
Drink
not
your
hating.
haterade. You are. They're getting Anthony Davis.
You don't know that.
It's clear cut. It's written on the wall.
They've been saying that. They said that they were going to get Paul George Everybody that they bring up that they were going to get didn't come through. Kawhi Leonard, oh yeah. Hey, San Antonio might as well just trade him to the Lakers because that's where he's going anyway.
Let me say something.
Did that happen, Chris?
Let me
Did you
say
predict that
something
too?
quickly. Let me say something because you're sitting here talking about acting like it's a nightmare to play with LeBron James.
Ask Chris Bosh. Nobody even knows who he is now.
Let me ask Kyrie Irving, who got to play on the biggest stage in the world.
Chris Bosh is
and
a
was
forgotten
great.
man.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Let me finish this. Chris Bosh and Kevin Love are going to likely be in the Hall of Fame because they played with LeBron James. Why is Chris Bosh even still relevant today? Because he won championships with LeBron. If he had played in Toronto for 11 years
you don't know
and
that.
made the All-Star game every year and gone out in the first round or not even made the playoffs some years, would he still be relevant right now?
Yes.
No.
You know why?
No, he wouldn't.
You know why? Because Tracy McGrady made it on those same stats
Tracy
that you just
McGrady
gave
was
up.
5 times better
Tracy
than Chris Bosh.
McGrady got out of the first round one time in his
I don't
career.
care.
I don't care.
There's not
no,
a
you just
person-
said it. You
there-
just brought it up about the playoffs.
There is not a person.
You just said it. He
but
made the Hall of
Tracy
Fame.
McGrady's game.
I'm talking about his performance and what he did in the postseason was garbage.
Really?
And he's in the
Look at
Hall
his
of
stats.
Fame.
Look at his stats.
I'm telling
before you
you.
call it garbage.
Well, his postseason.
Tracy.
His postseason.
Tracy McGrady.
I'm telling him.
Let me finish. Watching him, he was 5 times the player Chris Bosh was. And
That's
Chris
not
Bosh
my
is a
point.
good player.
You brought up the postseason.
But that's why we love Tracy McGrady, because he was so much better. His game. He was a top 5 player in the league for 5 years.
Did he get out one time in the first round? I don't think he got out one time.
I'm cutting you off. I'm cutting you off. You aren't making any sense.
No, you're not making any sense.
The odd couple will return after I dust Rob up during the break.